today we're going to be going over the irregular verbs from chapter 5b, but before we introduce 4 new verbs, we're going to review a similar grammar concepts. So last term you learned 4 irregular verbs that were stem changing in the preterite. And the 4 verbs were estar, tener, poder, and hacer. Those 4 verbs had the following endings: iste, imos, istes, and hieron in the preterite. And remember, they did not have any accent marks. And then when you conjugated the verb estar, you changed the stem of the verb in the preterite. So it was estuv, and then you added those endings. So if you remember, the yo form was estuve. Tú estuviste, él estuvo, nosotros estuvimos, vosotros estuvisteis, ellos, ellas, ustedes estuvieron. Tener, you kept tuv, and then you added those endings, right? For poder, it was food. For hacer, it was is. And then if you remember, the el, ella form of hacer was actually hizo. We changed the C to a Z. If not, it would sound like hico. So that's all review so far. Now we're going to introduce 4 new verbs: poner, traer, venir, and decir. And these 4 verbs are very similar to the previous verbs because you're going to use those same endings: iste, imos, istes, hieron. However, traer and decir are actually going to be eron in the ellos form. So go ahead, copy these 4 verbs down: poner, traer, venir, decir. And then we have the definitions. So poner means to put, set, or place. Traer means to bring. Venir means to come. Decir means to say or to tell. The stem that you're going to keep for poner is going to be pus in the preterite. For traer, it's traj. For venir, it's vin. And for decir, it's dich. So if we were to conjugate poner in the preterite, it's yo puse, tú pusiste, él puso, nosotros pusimos, vosotros pusisteis, ellos, ellas, ustedes pusieron. For traer, it's traje, trajiste, trajo, trajimos, trajisteis, trajeron, right? That's important. Not trajeron. You may hear some native speakers say that. That's not grammatically correct. It's trajeron. For venir, vine, viniste, vino, vinimos, vinisteis, vinieron. And decir, dije, dijiste, dijo, dijimos, dijisteis, dijeron. You may also hear some native speakers say dijeron, but it actually should be dijeron. So now let's have some guided practice together. So first, you're going to have to decide which verb you use, then we're going to conjugate it in the preterite based on the context. So yo, mis libros a la escuela. Yo traje. I brought my books to school. Hoy, todos nosotros a la escuela en autobús. What should it be? Vinimos. Today, we all came to school on a bus. Ella hola. What is it? Dijo. She said hello. La enfermera le una venda a mi tía. What is it? Puso. So the nurse, right, gave my aunt a bandage, right, or placed a bandage on her. So poner means to put, set, or place. So she put a bandage on her. In this unit, though, when you're giving a shot, it's used like to give, because you're placing a shot on them. And then here, the verb poner is conjugated based on who is doing the action, the nurse. And remember, these indirect object pronouns tell us to whom or for whom the action is being done. So the bandage is going to the on. That's why we have that IOP le. Yo me gel en el pelo para arreglarme el pelo. Yo me puse. And then, if you remember these, the me, this one in this context, it's a reflexive pronoun. So the person doing the action is receiving the action of the verb. So he's placing gel on himself, right? So reflexive verb, me puse. Ellos, que mi hermana no era talentosa. Ellos dijeron. They said that my sister was not talented. Los mayores al parque para caminar. What is it? Vinieron. They came to the park in order to walk. Marta, ¿qué te tu mamá en la rodilla? So what should it be? ¿Qué te puso? So here we're talking to Marta, and then we're asking, what did your mom place on your knee? So this te is an indirect object pronoun, so you are the one who is being placed something on the knee, so that's why it's te, and then the verb is conjugated as puso because your mom, we're asking about the mom. What did the mom place on your knee? So here, ella me una venda, ella me puso. So the verb poner is conjugated for her, for she. She placed the bandage on me. Los estudiantes, todos sus materiales a la clase. What should it be? Trajeron. So the students brought all their supplies to school. Muy bien, chicos. So that's what you're going to be tested on in a few days on those irregular verbs, poner, traer, decir, and venir. Hasta pronto, chicos.